Good morning, my name is Boris, and in this video I'll take you on an island hopping adventure to some islands you have never heard about. How it will turn out, I have no idea because I know nothing about these islands. There's one island that has a funny shape. On satellite images it looks like a rocket that's taking off into space. Kinda. What do you think? I'm on an island called Quan Lan in northern Vietnam, and it is pretty much unknown. It's very difficult to find information online, but I checked some satellite images. It has some promising beaches on some nearby islands, I think, and actually Quan Lan Island has some nice beaches too. I hope you watched that video already. I made one about Quan Lan. It's a big island, but actually island hopping is not really a proper activity here. The people are not really developed this part of tourism, but it's possible to rent a small boat for the day. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for the captain, and then we are going to check out some nearby islands. Okay, so we just landed. Okay, so we just got to Hon Goi Island. This side of the island is not that pretty because there's a huge oyster farm in front of the beach. I believe that is why the water is quite murky, but now the sun is out, so actually the beach has a kind of nice shade. Wow, there's a pretty cool steel house behind the beach. There's an old man and a middle-aged man. They said that the old man lives here. It's a whole wooden structure. Really cool. It's pretty rare to see buildings like this in Vietnam, because I don't know how old it is, but it seems quite old. There's a path that goes through this forest here, but it goes uphill first. This island is pretty small. There was actually just 4 minutes. So yeah, not a big hike. Here actually the beach looks quite white. It looks nicer than on the other side, even though I'm not on the beach yet. All right, so wait, here are a few baskets. I'm sure they are they catch crabs or something. Okay, some trash, of course. It is low tide, which I love, by the way, but right now, because of the water is at a very low level, yeah, it's quite far from the actual sandy beach. But the beach is still wet, it's brown, but actually the sand looks more white than brown, even without the sunshine. So this could be a really nice spot when the water moves back onto the shore, onto the beach. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't really, maybe I just didn't pay attention. I was focusing on the shape of the island, but there are some oyster farms in front of this one as well. The thing is, there are baskets and big plastic boxes scattered all over the beach. Those are probably some buoys or something for the oyster farm. All right, so the water is clear, not murky at all. And the cool thing is that in front of this island is Quan Lan Island, which is really long, and the bay is protected, so there are very gentle waves at the moment. So yeah, I think there's a lot of potential on this island and in this whole island group. Actually, this region of northern Vietnam is pretty unlucky when it comes to tourism, because yeah, everybody goes to Ha Long Bay, which is actually not far from here, but very few people take the time and effort to visit the islands, some other islands that are outside of Ha Long Bay individually, because yeah, there's not much information available. Vietnam definitely has a lot of hidden gems, unknown places that are worth visiting. Yeah, that's what I'm showing you on this channel, not only from Vietnam, because yeah, recently I've been making videos about Indonesia as well, but yeah, just the whole world has places that are not famous but nice. So if you share the same mindset, don't forget to subscribe to my channel High on Low Tide and like this video. That would help me reach more people. Thank you. So now that the sun is fully out, even this beach looks much prettier. So you just have to have nice weather and it's much more enjoyable. So on to the next spot. So yeah, I'm not gonna go on this island because we could only stop at the tip of the island. This section is not very interesting. There are lots of rocks. The crazy thing about this island is that in front of the island the water is super shallow. It's actually, there's a huge area of just like sand, so it's kind of like a sandbank area. So we can't really go on the beach by this boat. But I found a really interesting area, kind of like a passage between Quan Lan Island and this island. So we will try to get close. Right, so the boat trip ended. We came back to the main island of Quan Lan because this last section was so weird. There was an island I wanted to visit. There are some nice beaches on the island, but it seemed to be inaccessible, at least at this time during low tide, because the whole area around the island is super shallow. We were literally like hundreds of meters from the coast, and the propeller of the engine of the boat had to be near the surface so that we will not hit any rocks or anything, because yeah, you could just walk in the open sea basically. That was super weird. So we were like circling around trying to access the island. There was one spot where we stopped, but it's like a rocky area, not very pretty, so I just like flew the drone. So yeah, in the end we didn't go to the beach, so we just came back to the main island and we are going to check out some beaches on the island of Quan Lan.